What it do? Same old, same old. Man, they grown now. Man, my youngest one, 19.
What you put on escrow?
Hey, we about to record. I'll hit you up later.
I thought you was going for the fraud.
Nigga said that's that No Shave November.
That's it.
My bad. I thought that was.
Nah, I'm straight. You got two pulls.
Oh, did you?
If you're looking for a good podcast to listen to, check out AKA Steve and Demi. I'm Steve.
I'm Demi.
And Demi, I understand we're getting some good reviews for the show.
We've got some great reviews, Steve. LA Times says exceptionally clean, smooth, and easy drinking. CNN said smooth, I mean really smooth. Spirit Journal, impeccable quality, delicious.
I don't know that those sounds like things you would hear from the LA Times. What are you reading?
I'm just reading the label of a liquor bottle, actually.
That sounds appropriate.
Yep.
All right, AKA Steve and Demi.
You can find us on any podcast library, apparently. I guess we've really made it in the world. Just search AKA Show.
Welcome back to Turn on the Game, the podcast, where we talk sports from a regular, everyday guy's perspective. Similar to us if you were at your local barbershop or bar. No punches are pulled, no F's are given, just some guys letting you in on our respective opinions when it comes to sports and culture. I'm Frogg, and I'm here with my three co-hosts. I got Chris J.
What up?
Coach Junior.
What up?
And Philly Phil.
What it do?
We also joined by Uncle Buck on the boards. How y'all feeling today?
I'm good, man.
Oh,
Another
good.
day, man.
Man, we missed last week. We are back in the building, live in Blacken Studios. In this episode, we're going to talk NFL, where we recap the week that was in the NFL. The NFL trade deadline is come and gone. Who won the trade deadline? Who got better? Who should have made moves that stayed dormant? And Dez Bryant is no longer a free agent. He has been signed, and how that has affected NFL. Was it a boss move or soft move? I like that.
Boss move or soft move.
The NBA is in full swing, and we give you what's what on the NBA. Bedlam 2018 is this Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Will OU continue its dominance, or will Oklahoma State continue to be a college football playoff killer?
Yeah.
We hit you with Word on the Street with Chris J, and we'll bring you back to Welcome to the Thunderdome. This is Turn on the Game, the broadcast. Turn on the Game, the broadcast.
Broadcast live.
Turn on the Game, the podcast. We're going to take a pause for the calls and be back with Word on the Street with Chris J.
Turn on.
If you're looking for a good podcast to listen to, check out AKA Steve and Demi. I'm Steve.
I'm Demi.
And Demi, I understand we're getting some good reviews for the show.
We've got some great reviews, Steve. LA Times says exceptionally clean, smooth, and easy drinking. CNN said smooth, I mean really smooth. Spirit Journal, impeccable quality, delicious.
I don't know that those sounds like things you would hear from the LA Times. What are you reading?
I'm just reading the label of a liquor bottle, actually.
That sounds appropriate.
Yep.
All right, AKA Steve and Demi.
You can find us on any podcast library, apparently. I guess we've really made it in the world. Just search AKA Show.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Am I going to get it today? Am I going to get it today? Hey. Yeah, I'll be back finally. Thank you. Hey, this is my segment.
Word on the Street.
Word on the Street with Chris J. I'm Chris J. Hey, man, today I want to talk about Bedlam. Big, huge game coming this weekend in Oklahoma. Oklahoma Sooners versus the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Oklahoma State Cowboys, they're actually having a down season, but they are proven spoilers. They like to spoil teams that are en route to be successful. They beat Texas, and then they came back and lost to Baylor. Weird.
Are you
but that's what happens. And what's up?
talking and chewing at the same time?
Yeah, I was. This gum was amazing. Hey, but you better watch out. You can never underestimate.
They playing in Norman this year.
They're playing in Norman. You are right, so they do have the edge there. But Oklahoma State always gets up for these games, no matter what. Just like that Texas game.
I don't ever in life try to bet or call a rival game.
Right.
Because you never know what's going to happen.
You never know. And then, like I said,
Uncle Phil, you a gambler?
I think.
Nah, not really.
I think.
I spend $20 at the casino every now and then.
I think Mike Gundy's job might be on the line.
Man, nah.
I think so.
I think so. I think he's in the hot seat, and
just like a certain Jason, all them Cowboys coaches.
Oh yeah.
And they've
Jason
been.
is the coach for this team. It's all Jason.
So we gonna stay on this.
They've been on social media. These OSU cats. They've been on social media, and they think they're gonna win it. Of course, they gotta think that. But OU can ball, man. They are proven.
What fan don't think that they're gonna win other than Titans fans and 49ers?
Rice Aroni. Y'all had a good game though last week, didn't you? 49ers. We just got off the subject real quick. We're gonna jump back. We're gonna jump back on the Bedlam. But I just wanted to congratulate y'all on that victory.
Wish I can congratulate y'all.
Hey,
wish I can congratulate y'all.
Wow, that didn't go right. That whole conversation. But anyway, back to Bedlam. What y'all think, man? Me personally, I think that, like I said, I think that OU needs to really, really watch out and play because OSU, they got something to prove. Well, they ain't got nothing to prove, but, you know, they're going to try to be the spoiler. They're what? What's their record? I think they're
OSU like 5-3.
I think it's worse than that.
No, it's 5-3.
5-3?
Yeah.
Okay, so they lost 3 games. They can't do anything.
Because if they would have won, because it's 6 to be bowl eligible. If they would have beat Baylor, they would have been bowl eligible.
Right.
Yeah, so I believe they're 5-3.
So yeah, man. Like you said, Coach.
So let's do this. Let's get a prediction points wise.
Okay.
Frog, who what you got?
I listen to that pod.
That's Joe Budden.
Okay. Who you got?
For Bedlam?
Yeah, like pick a score too. Pick a score.
Score, man. You threw me off.
I got OU. I got OU 35-6.
Ooh. That's not even close in your book. What you got?
Actually, you know, like you said, it can go either. It can be close, or it can be a blowout. So,
well, see, go ahead. I
want it to be close, but I don't want
to be too close.
I don't want it to be too close.
It needs to be a blowout for OU to gain respect. Yeah. They are averaging almost 400 yards. They are giving up a game. They are 60 in the FBS. Far as yards giving away a game.
Right.
Yeah,
but
OSU's quarterback is
Tom Motley.
Well, what you got?
Hey, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb here and say 35-17. Okay. OU.
Okay. What about you?
I got 42-10.
42-10. OU. I got it closer than that.
OU,
I got it.
OU
I
does put up points, man.
Here's the thing: they put up points, but like Frog said, their defense is suspect.
Well,
if that quarterback, their running back is nice. Hill for OSU is nice.
Yeah, Justice Hill. Yeah,
he
nice.
stayed 1 year too soon.
So
too late.
He the one been tweaking all week.
So I got it 45-35 OU.
Okay.
Well, my thing with that is, over the last 2 weeks, they done played some of the best defense in college football.
Who?
OU.
No, they have not.
Man, are you serious?
You been sipping out my cup.
Did you watch the last game?
You been drinking out my cup.
What was it like? It was like 45-52.
Normally we agree.
Are you serious? You been sipping out my
Did you
cup.
watch the last game? Did you watch that game? What was it like? It was like 45. Did you watch that game? Last game was 45-52. Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like it was like 45? Did you watch that game? Last game was 45-52. Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like it was like 45? Did you watch that game? Last game was 45-52. Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like it was like 45? Did you watch that game? Last game was 45-52. Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like it was like 45? Did you watch that game? Last game was 45-52. Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like it was like 45? Did you watch that game? Last game was 45-52. Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like it was like 45? Did you watch that game? Last game was 45-52. Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like
Less missed tackles.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
No, they did
Okay,
a
look.
lot.
Last game was 45-52. Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like
Less missed tackle return for a touchdown.
They
With
got
Mike at the
Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like
Less missed tackle return for a touchdown.
They
With
got
Mike at the
Did you watch the last game? Did you watch that game? Was it like
Less missed tackle return for a touchdown.
They
With Mike
got
Quick.
Yeah.
Boom.
quick. Yeah, I mean, true.
And then we had to fight back. But if we didn't get them 14 points up, I think it was
if
probably
that
closer to a
quarterback
blowout.
wouldn't have got hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah, I mean, true.
Then we had to
Yeah,
fight
it was-
back.
it was
But if we didn't get them 14 points up, I think it was because
that
the
quarterback
quarterback had no
wouldn't
idea.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah, I mean, true.
Then we had to
Yeah,
fight
it was-
back.
it was
But if we didn't get them 14 points up, I think it was
if
because
that
the
quarterback
quarterback had
wouldn't
no
have
idea.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah, I mean, true.
Then we had to
Yeah,
fight
it
back.
was-
But if we didn't get them 14 points up, I think it was
if
because
that
the quarterback had no idea.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah, I mean, true.
Then we had to fight back. But if we didn't get them 14 points up, I think it was because the quarterback had no idea.
Quick. I mean, true.
If we get a 14 points, I think.
I mean, true.
If we get a 14 points, I think.
I mean, true.
If we get a 14 points, I think.
Oh, you didn't drop?
Man, OU dropped.
They
moved up.
No, they moved up this week. But when they played, who was that they played?
They had a bye week in this one.
No, they played somebody and they dropped one spot.
Kansas?
And they beat them. And they dropped one.
It was a terrible team, though. It was like Kansas
State.
Didn't they let
Didn't they let Alabama
Kansas
play terrible teams every week? So why they don't drop?
Oh, you let Kansas score, right?
They're
can't, number one.
If they don't lose, you can't drop a number one.
Didn't know you let Kansas
score.
They are
dominant. I mean, they are destroying
people.
Their
starters haven't played in the fourth quarter all season.
Yeah. The quarterback hasn't thrown any interceptions. I think he's thrown one.
Against LSU, he threw one.
I think he's already thrown, 17 touchdowns?
No, 20-something touchdowns.
I mean, and their defense is stupid.
They're solid.
And I'm an OU fan. You know what I'm saying? I could,
That's like okay. Man. So Alabama, and I know it's kind of switching. So you got Golden State. You get
50 points a game.
You got Golden State. You got Golden State in the NBA. You got Alabama in college football, and then you got Duke in damn college basketball.
Duke. Oh boy.
Did y'all see that? Please tell me. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Impressive.
That was
beyond impressive.
Impressive.
How are they number 4? That's stupid.
Because nobody expected these freshmen to come out and play bully ball the way they did.
Hey, we're gonna talk about that though. We're gonna talk about that later because
bully ball.
That's ooh.
Man.
But yeah, man. I don't know. OU. I love them. But this is the same song every year with these dudes. They fighting to get in the playoff because they lose a game they ain't supposed to lose.
They might not make the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, and it's a real good possibility they may not make the playoff.
They if they went out,
they gonna need some help. They gonna need some people to take some L's.
Here's the thing: Georgia's in the top 4. They got to play Alabama.
No, Georgia's 5.
Georgia's 5.
Georgia's
so who's the 4? Is Alabama,
Alabama, Clemson. And
Notre Dame,
Michigan, right?
All right, so Michigan got to play
Ohio State.
Then they got to turn around and play in the Big Ten tournament, a championship if they beat Ohio State.
Right, but I don't think that would knock them out.
And then, it would because they're 4th, so that would knock them out
if they lose to who?
Because they already
Ohio
lost
State.
to Notre Dame. They'll be a two-loss team.
And then if they lose,
but see, that's still not gonna move us up. We still got one person.
But then Georgia got to play Alabama in the SEC championship.
Right.
So Georgia.
Oh, you got to win out, and they got to win.
And they got to play. They got to play either Notre Dame, Michigan, and Georgia. All 3 of them either lose.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is Michigan plays Ohio State.
Right. Notre Dame, who they play?
They don't play. They're non-conference, so they really don't. They just got to win out the rest of the year.
I'm trying to think. I think they got a pretty hard game this.
I'm pulling them up right now. Show who they got coming up next, because there's only 3 games left in the season.
Man, it went by fast.
And the regular did. Yeah. It did. It's crazy.
It went by real fast.
Let's see. They got a lot of W's.
They
They
undefeated.
got Florida State next. Then they got Syracuse, which Syracuse
can beat
is a threat.
Yeah, they can beat.
And then they got USC, so they got a possibility of only losing one more game.
Yeah, because Florida State is not the
Florida State is
trash.
They're trash.
Don't let USC fool you though.
Man, let it fool you because they trash.
So and then Michigan has Ohio State and
They still got Northwestern. Let me
and Northwestern is okay.
let me pull it up. Yeah, Northwestern's.
I remember back in the 90s when Northwestern was like a powerhouse. Northwestern was like Nebraska, and it was crazy in the 90s.
But
man.
I don't think Ohio State is the same Ohio State, man. Because if you think
They're
about
not.
it,
No.
look at that game they played last week against Nebraska.
No.
They're not.
You know, like
No, they're totally
they had to go all the way to, you know what I mean?
I thought they was going to lose that game.
Okay, so they don't have Northwestern. They got
Who?
Rutgers, Indiana,
Oh, Michigan?
and Ohio State. So they can only they got a possibility of winning 2 out of 3, just like Notre Dame. So if that's the case, they both lose one. They both fall because they're gonna be 2. Has Notre Dame lost yet?
No, Notre Dame's undefeated, but Michigan lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michigan will definitely be out. Notre Dame depends on strength of schedule against OU.
But you still got Georgia. You got Georgia ahead of Notre Dame, so you can't hop over that
No,
unless
Notre Dame is 3.
Notre Dame is 3.
But I'm talking about Michigan. Michigan's 4. Then you got Georgia 5.
So Michigan will slide into that 3rd spot.
Notre Dame would drop out probably to like 10.
But Georgia, they still got.
They got a cakewalk, I think. They got a cakewalk into the SEC championship.
But didn't Georgia lose a game that they shouldn't have lost?
Yeah.
LSU.
Yeah.
They lost to LSU.
They lost to LSU.
They got Peter Roll too.
They still got to play Kentucky.
Yeah. Ooh. No, they beat Kentucky already.
They sure did. I'm sorry.
They got Auburn, which is a chance.
And now Auburn is booty.
No, they didn't top 25.
And then Auburn can upset them. I think they.
I mean,
got a
because
chance.
Alabama got to play
Eagle.
Auburn.
They got UMass, Georgia Tech, and then Alabama. So they can possibly lose 2 more games.
Right.
And then, but we'll see.
Hey, we'll check it out. But anyway, y'all, we've overran on this segment.
Where's the
here a little
buzzer?
bit. We're going to go ahead and wrap this segment up. Word on the street with Chris J.
After this pause for the calls.
And a few of my near and dearest friends. A little something from Joe Budden. I watch that. I listen to that podcast quite a bit. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Take a pause for the calls. We're gonna come back with a little bit of Week 9 NFL recap. Turn on.
I'm Michael Eric Owen,
And I'm DT of the One Mic, One Voice podcast.
a show that is created to give space where your voice, ideas, and informed opinions can be heard, appreciated, and debated.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, One Mic, One Voice podcast. Follow us on our Twitter, the number 1 Mic _ the number 1 Voice. Or follow us on Instagram at One Mic, One Voice.
You can also listen to us on Podbean, Stitcher, and iTunes. And if you want to email us at contact@onemikonevoice.com.
And if you just want to get all of our content, go to onemikonevoice.com or blackenstudios.com.
And we are back. And they are checking out the triple blacks. What are those? 11s? 12s. See, I don't know the numbers, the Jordan numbers. I'm not a Jordan guy. I don't know the Jordan numbers. When do they come out?
Probably Christmas.
Those is
Are
nasty.
they about $500?
Nah, probably about $250.
Trash. Hashtag solid.
Shout out to Ace Limited Luxury Footwear.
Shout out to Jack Purcell. $58. Fresh.
All right, let's get into this NFL. Hey man,
Week
I'm happy.
9.
My Niners won. We 2-7.
Yes,
We
they beat
won.
the Raiders.
Yeah.
December
that was
2018.
hey,
That was
that was the battle for last place.
That was a 1-6 versus a 1-6.
Yeah.
Hey, battle for last place, man. But hey, battle
Y'all
for
should
the
have
no, no,
lost.
no.
Y'all should have lost.
Y'all's third string quarterback came to play.
Right, yeah, he did.
He started this week, right?
He was balling.
Nick Mullins.
Yeah, he was balling. And he was crying after the interview and at
He
the
did
end
a
of the
Derrick
game.
Rose.
He was man. It's been 3 years with the organization. I've been working hard for this day. And he was crying, dude.
Hey.
He stopped her for like 2 times.
congratulations to
man,
Mr. Producer himself,
Chicago,
the Bears.
Dang, they
41-3, 41-9.
They defense got me like 30 points.
Did they?
It was stupid.
Yeah.
put it on the Bills.
Chiefs
And them
keep
Chiefs
rolling.
keep
The
rolling.
Bears.
The Chiefs keep
that's-
rolling.
that
The
wasn't-
Dolphins beat the Jets. The Vikings beat the Lions. Falcons beat the Redskins. Congratulations, Julio Jones finally got his first touchdown.
Man,
In
I was
343 days. Wow,
Thank you
that's
for that.
crazy.
Buccaneers lost to the Panthers.
And the Panthers got Peter Roll tonight.
Yeah.
And then the Steelers beat the Ravens, which was a good game. That was a great game. Texans beat the Broncos. Chargers beat the Seahawks. The Saints beat the Rams.
The Rams are no longer undefeated.
There's no longer an undefeated team in the NFL.
The battle of the greatest
right.
quarterbacks.
Patriots
take,
beat the
Tom
Packers, and now
Brady.
we're going to stop there.
And the Titans beat the Cowboys.
How about them Titans? Yeah, hold
We
up.
got Amari. We about to ball out. Hold on. Let me go to this these text messages. Let's read these text
Yeah,
messages.
please do.
Let's see.
Please
Hold
do.
on. Let's see.
Please,
let me
'cause
see. Let's go back and see.
There was a time where I was hearing all kind of stuff, and then as the game progressed, you just hear crickets.
Hey, let's we 3-5, y'all 4-4.
Man, I had to say this pick.
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog sipping the tea.
It took me forever to get that, man. I was trying to find it.
Buck,
My internet was tripping.
I'm just saying,
That's
because
a good
somebody
one.
started saying, "Hey, we're gonna watch the game over at Frogg's house."
Yeah, they was trolling me.
They
was trolling
all
me.
this stuff, and who the Cowboys get at the deadline? I said nobody. Got Amari Cooper. I bet y'all was happy that first drive when you got that
Fall
touchdown.
from grace moment for the Dallas Cowboys.
Absolutely.
So my question is, are y'all still going to the Super Bowl? Do y'all really feel that y'all still going to the Super Bowl?
Hold up. The question is, are y'all still gonna have a better record than the Titans?
Absolutely.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out.
To both questions?
Absolutely.
Y'all still going to Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all ain't going to the playoffs.
Playoffs?
So hold up.
Hey, man.
Ooh. Oh man, 28-14. Man, we doubled y'all up.
Hey, as
Wow.
long as the Washington Redskins are losing
Wow.
Right.
and the Giants are losing.
Right. We right
We-
there.
yeah, we right there.
We right there, fellas.
So is everybody excited for Week 13?
Hey, but Fallen Sukkot was clean that night.
He was clean that night. I was like, bugger.
So
What
I'm
is
still
this,
waiting. I'm
crazy
Chris.
fingers me?
Yeah, his fingers be all.
No,
That's playing football.
hey,
Broken. Yeah.
No, but did y'all see him Sunday when he had on the blue Louis Vuitton scarf?
No, I seen the Gucci scarf 2 Mondays ago.
Are you talking
though.
about Woodson with the
No,
Booker.
ascot? Oh, I didn't see Booker's. No,
So
Booker be clean because he got a little pay raise. He have his little Breitlands on and stuff.
he's the number one hater too, though. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
hey, y'all ready for Week 13? I'm ready for Week 13.
I am too. Who y'all play?
No, I'm not talking about for me.
I'm just curious.
I'm ready because that's when them Saints hit that Dallas. See, they'll throw up the X on them.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
ooh.
I
It ain't
said,
gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
Just like y'all wasn't gonna beat Tennessee.
Hey, look.
It's too much Kamara up there. It's too much what's the other receivers?
Michael
name?
Thomas.
It's too much of that.
So think about this. Think
Too
about
much
this.
of that.
This is how I explain. Because at my job, it's a guy named Derek. He watches the show,
Shout out Derek.
and he's a bigger Cowboy fan than y'all. Like,
Is there such a thing?
nah, man, I'm telling you, like, we be at
I
work.
don't
If
know.
Dallas is on, you can't talk to him. He have his earbuds in. You can't. He don't want you to say nothing about the game because he'll pause it when the call come in and he catches up with it. He's like huge Dallas fan, and he thinks Dallas is gonna win every year. But enough of that. He was like, "Oh, I don't think it's gonna work. This and this and this and this." And I was like, "Look, you got to understand this. Right now, Michael Thomas is getting doubled. Right? He's getting doubled. They got somebody on Alvin Kamara. Now you add Dez to the mix. There's no more doubling Michael Thomas. You can't double anybody. You got Michael Thomas, Ben Watson, Dez, and Alvin Kamara coming out there.
Even with all that doubling, he got almost 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Right. So
Even putting in that work.
So with all of that, you can't double
Is
anymore.
that a new feature, man? What is that?
He's You know.
Okay.
But your show is quiet right now.
Hey man, like I said, man,
I mean, for real,
this is gonna go down.
Really
to
ain't talking like y'all normally
This is
be
gonna
talking.
boil down to the end
Y'all
of the
be puffing
year.
y'all chests up. Y'all over sunken in the table and carrying on.
Uncle G ain't even paying attention.
He ain't said a word.
It's gonna come down to the end of the year.
Uncle G ain't saying
The
nothing.
Cowboys are gonna surprise you.
There it is. There it is.
Wow.
Last time I heard from y'all, I read a text. I'm about to watch this ass whooping come through here.
Yeah.
This football
I
game
did see that.
with an exclamation mark.
We're gonna win our division, though.
It don't matter.
We're gonna win our division.
It don't matter.
No, it don't matter.
So you hitting us with that Drake and Michael Jackson? It don't matter to me. You hitting us with that?
That's a jam right there. All I know is I'm up 40 right now.
In what?
On this game, on this record, I'm up 40.
You're up 40.
Yeah.
For now. I mean, one game, you're up 40, yes.
On what? On which one? On Turn on the Game?
And I don't take food
No,
stamps.
Y'all got a bet?
We got a bet.
Yeah.
What's the bet?
The Cowboys is gonna have a better record than the Tennessee Titans.
20 ahead.
And we're talking just regular season, right?
Yeah. Because y'all ain't going to the playoffs no way, so we'll be there. But y'all on the outside looking in.
You sure y'all going?
Oh, absolutely, 100.
Man, I don't know, bro.
100.
You looked at your schedule yet?
Yeah, we straight. Yeah, we good.
You don't sound too convincing, bro.
No, I'm more than straight. Trust me, you ain't gonna worry about me.
What's your quarterback's name again?
Marcus.
Okay.
Marcus. Y'all know that nigga's name, Marcus.
So real talk, Dallas fans.
Right.
What's the problem?
You representing that Cowboy TOTG shirt tonight.
I'm representing Turn on the Game.
Hey,
Turn on the Game.
Tennessee colors.
Hit that camera on
TOTG, baby.
that Dallas Cowboy TOTG.
Again, what's the problem?
What?
What's y'all team, man?
With what?
What you mean? What you mean with what? What's the problem?
Trying like he don't know what we talking about. We what?
Why's it gotta be a problem?
Hey,
What's the problem?
The problem is the Cowboys is better than the 49ers. And it was just a fluke on Monday night that the Titans beat.
Okay, what's your record? Can we find them? What's their record?
That's a hell of a fluke. 14?
I think, go down. Yeah, what's that? No, go up.
3 and 5. 3 and 5.
Hey, we one game above par.
Right.
From the Bay Area.
Look.
Now y'all golfing.
Hey, look. Now they gonna try to talk about people who down, and that's all good.
Man,
we got
cheated on all our
y'all got one more win than my 49ers.
We should be 7-1.
Y'all got one more win than my 49ers right now.
4 away games we lost, we should have won. We got cheated.
One.
Hey, and all I can say is turn the camera to the screen. That guy needs to be gone.
Who?
Yeah, that guy right there.
Who's that? That ain't.
It looks just like him.
That's not him.
Well, we're gonna go eyeball up. That looks just like him.
That's not him.
Man, you sure?
Yeah, that ain't Jason
That's
Garrett.
Big Ben right there, man.
Yeah,
that ain't Big Ben like that.
That
might
is
be
Big Ben.
Yeah, that ain't Jason Garrett.
Yeah, that's Big Ben.
That's Big
They're
Ben.
putting stats from the
So
night.
do y'all agree with what Troy Aikman said then? The
Overall,
whole organization needs a rehaul.
I mean,
No.
So you Jerry Jones in now, right?
No, because at some point in athletics, teams stop playing for coaches.
Amen.
Jason Garrett has no control over what goes on.
Jason Garrett had no control ever.
Period.
I know that.
Ever. So that's not Jason Garrett. That's Jerry Jones.
I'm gonna keep it 100. We need an overhaul, man.
We need a that's about the realest thing you just said,
man. About time.
We need a reboot because
coaching staff.
Everybody
got to
ownership,
go.
coaching staff.
I want Jerry to step down. And
they need to sell the team.
Because I mean,
sell the team.
Come on, man.
That's the only way the change is gonna be made. If Jerry Jones is not the owner,
man, come on.
Well,
you know what Jerry? Hey, look, Jerry Jones reminds me. Jerry Jones reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. He just gotta be it, because if Jason Garrett's there and they win the Super Bowl, Jerry Jones won that Super Bowl, not Jason Garrett.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
So,
but that's why he ain't never went and got. Because you tell me what coach, America's team, what coach wouldn't want to go coach the Dallas Cowboys?
I'm glad you respect that though.
Y'all
no, I don't think they're America's team. I'm just saying, but that's why I did the air
Cowboys game, right?
Speaking of Floyd, y'all realize y'all heard this dude was doing MMA?
No, he pulled back. He pulled out of it.
Well, I was about to say,
come
on, man.
Yeah. Floyd's house? Okay. Y'all watch every Cowboys game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What coach on any level of football, do you ever see where you can throw a pick, you can fumble the ball, you can turn it over on downs, it could be fourth and we gotta win the game, and you throw it 5 yards out of bounds, not knowing what the hell you doing, and everybody come off the sideline, he just clapping like this. Who does that?
Yeah, or pat him on the back.
Who does
Nobody.
that?
Nobody.
Nobody but Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
Why is he a football coach?
Hey.
He doesn't. You have never seen him once get onto his players.
He's a football coach because he came up. He came up.
He's a son-in-law.
He came
up. Oh, well, that's the reason.
But he came up through the organization though.
He played backup quarterback.
He played backup quarterback.
Right.
And you know what? Son-in-law or not, Jerry Jones know that's my puppet. I can tell him what to do, how to do it, and he runs that.
Even Luke Walton will curse at the Lakers every now and then, or slam something every now and then. Come on, man, you gotta cuss something.
Well, but that goes back to he shouldn't be there. But
Jerry wants somebody there that he can control.
And that's why I said we need a complete overhaul.
Yeah, he wants somebody in that position that he can control. That's why, he had Jimmy Johnson.
I'm talking about.
He had Barry Switzer. He had all these coaches that won Super Bowls for him, and probably would have continued to win Super Bowls for him. But they clashed. Bill Parcells, they clashed. That's why they're no longer there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he can't control them.
Well, and I'm gonna say this, Phil. Back in the day, when the DeBartolos owned the 49ers, it was the same way, wasn't it? One in control, Eddie DeBartolo.
I think when they had what was the coach who came out with the West Coast?
Walsh.
Bill had Walsh ran that point blank, and the DeBartolos was there when Walsh was there. So I don't really think. I think they gave control of it to the coach, and everything when they were doing all that winning. I think when they sold it to the owners now, I think that's when Fisher,
Fisher. They was winning. They didn't win with Fisher. What? Oh,
I think that's when it changed, because these owners now they're looking at
who was the coach when Steve Young was there.
Owners are looking at money now, and they're looking at other things like that to put more money in their pocket. They're not out. A lot of owners are not out for the team.
But the thing about it, well, and that's what I was just getting ready to say, because Jerry Jones, he turned the Dallas Cowboys from a $40 million team to a $4.9 billion.
You know what I think that is? I think it was the one announcer who deemed them America's team. I think he had a lot to do with that. And not saying that Jerry Jones didn't, but I think when that announcer deemed them America's team.
No, that was America's team long before Jerry Jones bought them.
No, look it up. An announcer named them, gave them that name. No, and I'm just saying that is what helped them, because every American, especially in Texas, Oklahoma, in the surrounding states that didn't have football teams, that's who they gravitated to. And then they had Landry, they had the team, they had all George of this. Seifert. They had all these people. They were good. It was kind of like, if you think about the 80s in NBA, it's only 3 or 4 teams that you saw on TV. You saw the Lakers, you saw the Celtics, and when Jordan came alive, you saw Jordan and the Knicks. That's why, if you think about it, majority of fans in Oklahoma, they're Laker fans. Why are they Laker fans? Because that's the only team that was on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then Chicago came. That's the same thing with Dallas. You got more Dallas, Green Bay. You got more of those fans in the United States than any other team, because those were the only teams being showed on TV at that time.
Oh no, you got the Raiders can also be putting that.
Raiders was a movement, but Raiders
everywhere.
But that was a movement, though. Right. That started with NWA and all that, wearing the Raiders hats and all that stuff, and they're black and silver, and a lot of people can relate to that. So that's why the Raiders, I think, is big. They were like Bad Boys, kind of how the Pistons got big because of the Bad Boys. But back in the early 80s and stuff like that, you only saw the Celtics and the Lakers on TV. You didn't see other teams. You didn't see the Denver Nuggets, the Utah Jazz.
Oh no.
You know, their fan
Shout
base
out to
is based
Alex
around.
English.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Hey, you said their fan base is based in just that area alone. You don't see no Utah fans unless they move from Utah to Florida. But I guarantee it's Dallas Cowboy fans in Florida. It's Dallas Cowboy fans in Utah. It's Dallas
Right.
Cowboy fans everywhere because that was the only team that was being showed on TV. And he deemed them America's team.
You don't think it's any Utah fans in Florida?
Hmm?
You don't think it's any Utah fans in Florida?
Hey, unless they move, like old people that want to move from the cold
I'm talking
weather
about-
to
I was
the
talking
I
about
was
born
gonna
and-
ask you. I was
born and
like, how
raised
you go from
Floridians.
Utah to all the way to
what
Florida?
I'm saying is Utah's fan base.
No,
is
I know
local.
what you said.
Yeah,
but,
I'm just saying, like in Florida, you know, it's people
you
that was
talking about
born
the
in Florida.
retirement people.
Yeah, yeah, it's people born in Florida,
And they got so many teams to root for.
right? But they're Dallas Cowboy fans,
Right.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Cowboy. Most of the like 90% of the Cowboys fans are bandwagon jumpers.
But you can say that about the Laker fans.
I can say that about you too.
No, you can't.
You
No,
know,
you
now
can't.
you're Tennessee Titans.
Because Tennessee came from Houston. What you mean? Come on, man. Shout out to Warmo.
You know, but
Wow.
I think that's just how it is. Because how many old heads here are not Oklahoma Thunder fans, or they root for Oklahoma now because we got a team, but their team is the Lakers.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that we got a team, but they're
Or the
diehard Laker
Knicks,
fans.
like myself.
And you a Knicks fan because growing up in the '90s, the Knicks was good, and they
Shout
got
out Patrick Ewing.
you know,
Shout out to Patrick Young.
and they were on TV
Larry
a lot.
Johnson,
Yeah.
Latrell Sprewell
John
choking
Starks.
people.
John Starks.
Shout-
Charles Oakley.
Absolutely.
Latrell Sprewell, man, them spinners. Man.
Yeah.
Spinners.
Boy, he started a movement.
Me and Ramon
the
was talking. Me and Ramon was
Spreewells.
talking today. We was talking about Derrick Rose.
Okay.
We was talking about that, and he was like, "Man, what got into Derrick Rose?" I said, "Man, to be honest with you, I just think him playing at Cleveland, he didn't really play that much. He got to rest. Then moved to Utah, didn't really play that much, and got released by Utah. So he had an extra year to just kind of relax or whatever.
Let his
Get
dreams
100%.
grow.
You know what I'm
Heal.
saying? And
It's
I
rusted there.
I think now he's feeling it. Cause did y'all hear what he told Lonzo?
Nah.
After he did you see him cross Lonzo?
Yeah.
He was like, "Man, you fucking suck."
Ooh. Ooh.
He feeling himself,
Wow.
and he back.
Man, he hit 50.
Then he hit 31 against the Lakers.
Yeah, yeah, he should. He's
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know what I'm
And
saying? So
Speaking of the Lakers, what do y'all think about Tyson Chandler jumping to the Lakers?
man, we gon'
We'll get on it.
Where we in right now? Y'all done bounced the basketball. What we playing? We in NFL. Yeah, we gonna let's welcome to the Thunderdome in just a minute when we come back. We
We
can get
wrapped
into all
up
that.
the Week 9 recap.
so look, before we go, let's pick a couple of games for next week.
Predictions.
Yeah.
Let's pick up a game for so we're gonna do the Cowboys
I
and the
got the
Eagles.
Cowboys.
Oh, we know that. That's
Cowboys
what's
versus
another
Eagles.
good game? What's another good game?
Ooh, no.
Not neither one of those. Patriots, Titans.
Ooh, yeah.
We got the
I
Patriots.
got
Got
the
the
Patriots.
Patriots.
I got the Titans, baby. I really got the Patriots.
See, look at that, man. Bandwagon jumpers.
Nah, I just every time I say the
Man,
Titans
that-
gonna lose,
that-
they win.
the best game is
That's Cowboys, Eagles. That's
Cowboys,
the best
Eagles.
game. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the best game.
Well, we can go with the
Is that-
49ers.
That's a Monday night game.
That's a Monday night game,
What is
man.
going on, NFL?
Trash. Trash.
Who's gonna watch that crap?
Me?
I know you, but who else? The Giants versus the 49ers on Monday.
Trash.
Why they don't switch it up in the middle of
Hey,
the NBA will switch up the
They
telecast
have
in
been.
a
They have
heartbeat.
been. They switched up because the Rams and the New Orleans wasn't supposed to be main.
Well, that's Veterans
time.
Day. That's disrespectful.
What the veterans got to do with the Giants and the San Francisco
Because
49ers?
it's a holiday.
That's
It's a
a-
holiday.
Oh, that's
That's
disrespectful
disrespectful.
to
It
the
is, yeah. Disrespectful to the holiday.
But all right, so I got
If they gonna have all the
Hey, man.
Veterans Day
Shout out to all
attire
our
on.
servicemen and women.
Right.
I got
Shout
the
out.
Salute.
I got the Eagles, man.
You like that?
Cowboys are gonna be 3-6,
I don't know why I did.
and guess what? My Niners are gonna be 3-7.
Weird.
Hey man, I mean,
It was real weird. I should have just saluted.
I'm a
Tip
Cowboy
my hat like I'm
fan.
an old 1920s nigga. Good day,
ooh.
sir. The fuck. Anyway, y'all don't mind me.
I was about to say you over here doing some
Y'all 0-4 on the road, man.
you over here doing some Drive Miss Daisy something.
That's awesome. Move.
So
It is.
everybody
Shout
got
out to
everybody got
Morgan
the Eagles,
Freeman.
right?
Morgan.
Everybody got
Shout
the
out
Eagles.
to Morgan Freeman.
Everybody got the Eagles.
The who?
The Eagles.
I got,
No,
the
I
Cowboys,
got the
man. I'm
Cowboys.
picking the Cowboys. In that
They
fight,
0-4 on the road,
It's
and they
okay.
playing at the
They
Eagles.
got- they
The
got-
Eagles
here's
is
the-
2-2 at home.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's my
That's better
logic.
than 0-4.
Here's my logic. And I don't like the Cowboys, but I think they're gonna win this game because they're highly motivated, and they've been getting dogged for a week now. It's life is over since they lost to the Titans. All of a sudden, I don't see how they don't respect that
I just
loss.
wanted to say life is over because they lost to the Titans.
That's all he wanted to
That's
say.
all he wanted to
I'm
say.
gonna throw them a bone and let them. And I think they're gonna win that
Rival
game.
game.
The
I
Eagles
got the
Eagles
Eagles.
not gonna take them seriously, and and it's a rival game.
I got the Eagles.
Cowboys gonna come ready to play. Is he gonna be doing his eating crab and all that? And
All right, well, that's what we got.
Amari gonna be
hey,
getting them
Amari is a
dimes
true.
thrown
Okay, so we didn't even speak on that. He's a true weapon. Y'all should have did this a long time ago, but you need a quarterback. Your
So
quarterback is trash.
We got 4 minutes.
That's dirty.
Your quarterback
Hey,
is trash.
We got 4 minutes. We didn't even touch on the big topic of the week. Dez going to New Orleans.
Boss
How do y'all
move
feel?
or soft move?
Boss move. To
Boss
me.
move.
Boss
move.
move. I stole that from Jalen. Sorry, Jalen Rose. Shout out to Jalen Rose and Jacoby.
Hey,
That's a good show.
boss move.
Boss move.
I think they can't double anywhere now. They can't double Michael Thomas. They not gonna double Dez.
I just figured out why the game tonight was so lopsided.
Why?
Eric Reed got ejected.
I don't think it would have happened. It would have mattered. I don't think it would have mattered.
You don't think so?
Nope. If Ben
Nah,
was,
they
if,
was
if
balling.
Ben if Ben was feeling it like that, man,
They
it
was
wouldn't
feeling
have mattered.
himself tonight. Ben was
Yeah.
definitely feeling himself
Yeah,
tonight.
it wouldn't have mattered.
I don't think they couldn't get to Ben
Look,
tonight for some
look,
reason.
it would have been 45-21.
Why they got that picture? Look like a creeper.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you know,
But-
he did do some
Let's-
time.
so we coming back
for
with-
something like that.
We come back with Thunderdome.
Yeah, we come back. Welcome to the Thunderdome after this small break.
And we're gonna do that.
Turn on.
Thank you for downloading this episode. Here on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Google Play Music, or whatever podcasting library you're listening to this show on, please rate and review. Those reviews and ratings help us tremendously. We thank you.
Hey, thank you.
And we're back. Can we
Jinx,
get the?
you want me to
No,
coke or
no,
something?
no Thunderdome music. No Thunderdome.
It's coming. It's coming. There
There it is. Westbrook. Crossover.
Westbrook, the
Schroeder.
crossover drive.
Schroeder, the crossover.
Throws it down. There it is, that
And
nuclear athleticism
Schroeder.
from Russell Westbrook.
And this is welcome to the
Hashtag solid.
Thunderdome.
Man, Schroeder's a great player, man. He's a good player.
So,
I'm glad you see
so
the
the
light.
Thunder on a what? How many game win?
Seven.
7-game win streak.
They started off 0-4. Now they are 7-4. They've won 7 in a row.
That's crazy.
And they beat Houston without Westbrook tonight.
Yeah, and Houston had.
They had the
Paul,
whole. They had
they had the
whole.
whole.
That-
they had the
everybody.
whole-
So, Diallo is still? Is he a steal?
Yes.
I'm still trying to feel Diallo out.
Okay, would you take Diallo or Ferguson?
Ferguson wet now behind the 3. I'm taking Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson.
Ferguson
hit
is
4
hey,
tonight.
hey.
He got that
Hey.
dunk on old boy.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Ferguson, see, at first I was like, man, this dude is trash. But these last couple of games,
He shouldn't be in the starting lineup though.
Look at Frog's face. Look at Frog's face.
I think he needs to be in the starting lineup.
Hey,
Who would
hey,
you put?
Look at Frog's face.
What's that? You got the shit lips on.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You right?
Get the hell out of here, Just Ferguson.
I
Come
think
on,
Frog
man.
will
You
take
seen Ferguson
Diallo.
play lately?
But
He's
Diallo,
balling. He's
hey,
balling.
He shouldn't be
Diallo,
in
see,
starting
Diallo
lineup.
got that dog in
Diallo-
him.
but see,
He got that dog in him.
he does.
Ferguson don't have that dog in him.
He does, but he's not quite polished yet.
He ain't even hashtag
Ferguson's a
solid.
little more polished than who? Ferguson?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a little bit more polished than Diallo. And like, who would you say he shouldn't be in the starting lineup?
Diallo's
Who
a
would you-
rookie, ain't he?
Who would you? He's a rookie. Who would you put in the starting lineup over Ferguson?
Diallo.
Man,
Not
Yeah.
no, absolutely not.
hey,
Diallo.
Absolutely.
Nerlens should be in the starting lineup.
Nerlens
With
should
Steve.
be in the. They should have the Twin Towers.
Yeah, with Steven.
No, they got Grant, and Steven Grant is balling. Y'all don't watch the games, obviously. I mean, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah, Grant is starting at the
Grant
power
is
forward.
balling. Grant is at the power forward, and he's balling
I like
right
that.
now. He can hit the 3. He's like a stretch 4. He can hit the 3. He can back him down, and he'll bang on you in a heartbeat.
Hey,
Hey, Steven
so-
Adams is destroying people in the paint. Did you see he has no post moves?
Yeah.
He didn't
Oh,
last
he has
year.
hella post
He didn't
moves.
last year. He didn't last year.
Oh,
But
I
Shaq even
I
was
seen
like,
2 post moves today. I seen 2. He did the up and under where he got to do the jump and,
What, you
and he
work
made the
the season?
layup. Yeah, I
How'd
was
you
watching the
watch
game
the
at the job. That's the perks of being who I am. But
wow.
he was on a
and-
15-minute break. You can get to watch the whole game. Quit playing. He was in the break.
You better respect Frogg's gangster.
He was in the break room 15 minutes. Quit playing.
Hey, no.
slap yourself.
No. You move Grant to the 3.
What?
Dude, what is you talking about?
What?
3?
You
Grant?
move Grant to the 3.
What?
He can pull it. You have Nerlens play the 4. Steven play the 5.
And you got Paul George at the 2? And Russ
Yes.
at the 1?
Yes.
No, I don't think they're. Who you say? Grant at 3?
Yes.
No, I don't think so, bro.
See, like
I
my thing at the end, of, like
That's-
it don't matter
that's-
to me right now. It
that's
don't
too
matter
much.
to me right now. It
No.
don't matter who starts. It don't matter who, as long as you got Russ, PG, Adams out there. It don't matter who starts. It matters. It matters how you finish. Now, when you finish, you put your best 5 out there, which would be Nerlens at the 4.
I'm going to tell you like this.
Adams at the 5.
It is situational, basically. It's situational. Because I'm going to tell you like this. Last game,
Did you see
I
Alex
said-
Arenas with the step back?
I said, what in the hell is Ferguson doing? He started the game. I didn't see him again.
But
Like
now
the
he
fourth quarter.
first ballot.
I ain't saying
Now
first
he
ballot.
first ballot.
I ain't saying first ballot. No.
Hey,
I ain't saying
and
first ballot.
Patrick Patterson
He's
should not be doing nothing.
Oh, he's getting wetter. Don't get it twisted. He's hit
Thank
several
you.
threes.
Thank
He's
you.
hitting several threes.
Thank you.
Are you watching the game, sir?
Thank you.
Are you in the break room?
Seriously.
15 minutes?
Man, but you shoot a 3 and you don't do nothing else.
That's his specialty.
What you mean? He plays defense?
That's his specialty. He's a weapon.
He got a block tonight.
You don't
Or he's
send
playing
your
defense.
assassin.
Are you watching the game?
You don't
Yeah,
send your
absolutely.
assassin to
I
get
don't
you.
know- I don't know if
You don't send your assassin to get you coffee. You send him to go kill somebody.
Man, get out of here.
Hey, like I said, I believe what Chris said.
It's situational, man.
And
Everything
He
is
should play
situational.
about 3 minutes a game.
How many?
What?
3 minutes a game. Hit that 3.
You sound like Scott Brooks.
The game last night
What?
in Cleveland, I think he hit 4 threes. Wet. I mean,
You just gotta put him
Man.
in
One
right.
Don't ever
Hey,
make that sound again.
I couldn't.
A little too wet.
I couldn't. Yeah,
God, what's wrong with you?
I couldn't do the swish with my. Yeah, it was-
Oh.
But I mean, I do agree with Chris that it's situational. But the thing I like this year that he's doing is he's mixing everybody into it.
Who? Donovan?
Donovan.
He's still
He
playing
don't
he's still
know
playing
what
too many
he's
people.
doing,
He's
man.
not. He's not now. Not now.
No, I
Not
mean,
now.
no, like if you watch the games,
He's
if you
only
watch,
going
if you watch the
probably-
games,
probably 7, 8
if Ferguson
now.
or
He's not-
if
he's not
the only
letting-
people who can mess up is Russ, PG, and Adams. If anybody else mess up, somebody's coming off that bench.
That's
and going.
because he's
Oh, yeah, he
learned
pulled.
that his job is on the line, and he better start doing something on the
but
run.
and he's doing it, and they on a 7-game
He's
win streak.
still
But I like it because at the end of the year, when the playoff time come, he ain't got to cut it down to 6. He can play that 8,
Right.
and we won't miss a beat.
Shout out
And
to
they not-
Raymond Felton.
Hey man, Raymond Felton. I was about to just say that, man.
What happened?
He stepped up. Russ been down. Schroeder's taking the point. Raymond Felton coming off the bench doing his thing. Still.
Yeah, shout out Raymond Felton.
Shout out,
Shout out to
Raymond. I know
Raymond
you probably
Felton.
listening tonight, my homie. Shout out.
Man, can we get a panty dropper?
No, can we get that's for everybody because in between over there, there's been a lot of shout outs over on this side of them. Shout out my shoes.
Shout out,
Yeah.
Shout out my socks.
shout out to Phil.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
shoes.
shout out to Phil, y'all.
Yeah, his
Shout out to
shoes.
Phil.
Shout out to Phil.
You know, but
No Shade November. Shout out.
hey, man, hey, I
can't
had
do
to cut it a little bit.
I
cut
can't
it a
do
little
it,
bit,
man. I try to do it every year.
I
but it
trim
just
my
don't
lip.
work.
I can't do all the
you
all
got trim
know
on your
what I'm
lip.
saying? I
What was going on? What was going on right in your lips, homie? Whoa.
can't- the hair, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you,
got-
missed
got it in your
you
mouth?
missed a couple long ones though, because it's in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth. But no, I like it.
No, I'm just playing.
I like it because of that, man. I like it because at the end of the year, what he's doing now early, at the end of the year, Diallo's going to be solid. You know,
I still don't think this dude know what he's doing.
who?
Hey.
Donovan?
Hey,
Donovan,
tell me something, y'all. I
It's
was
not
just about to
college
say that.
he lucky as hell right now.
The first 4 games, we was calling his job.
I'm telling you, I'm still calling for it. This is fool's gold.
Now,
I still-
no, I think he's figured it out.
Let me see who they beat.
I think he's figured it out.
Let me see who they beat.
They beat Houston.
They beat Houston. They beat Cleveland, the Pelicans, the Wizards, Hornets, Clippers. Trash teams.
The Pelicans
Besides
are not a trash team.
Clippers ain't trash.
Pelicans ain't trash.
What? Pelicans aren't trash.
Yes, they are.
Pelicans are not trash.
The Wizards aren't trash.
Pelicans.
They just going through some whatever they going through.
The who?
The
Clippers?
Wizards.
The Wizards?
Yeah.
They got one win all year.
Wizards.
The Wizards are officially trash.
What am I thinking about? Who's John Wall play for?
The Wizards.
Oh,
they're officially trash.
On paper, they good.
They are officially trash.
On paper, they good.
John Wall is out of shape and don't care. This dude is gonna make $45 million in 2 years. Like next year, gonna make 40, and then next year they make 43, and then he's got a player option for $45 million.
Why are you saying your 40s like that?
Cause that's crazy.
40.
Hey, didn't you pick him up on your fantasy team?
No, hell no.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Bro.
Oh, I did. Good. Shout out to John Wall.
But
They gonna make him play
okay,
better.
so we got about 9 minutes. So
Hey, but
so
you know
far,
they beefing again.
who?
Him and Bill.
Yeah.
So who is disappointments in the NBA this
Trae
year?
Young.
Speak of the Wizards.
No, I'm talking about team.
Trae Young.
Did you say Trae Young?
I'm talking about.
He's
He balling out right now.
balling.
He's
on my fantasy.
He's on the roller coaster. He's on the roller coaster. It's like
He's a rookie.
you know.
You talking about
But
far as squads
I'm talking
concerned?
about teams though. Teams, not players.
I don't
I'm
see
talking about
that.
teams.
On my fantasy, he's putting points up every week.
Yeah, he
every
doing
game.
his thing.
Every game.
And
Atlanta just sucks.
I got a question about fantasy because our fantasy football, we got the Gucci down, and then we got the turn on the game. Why is the points different in those?
Because I didn't go as in depth. In
Man,
Gucci,
you need to
in
go
turn
and
the-
change that and go in depth.
Turn the game.
Well, I'm getting murdered in the turn of the game. I don't appreciate it.
But
So am
anyway,
I.
so
am I. I
who-
won last 2 years. So. All right, so far
No,
as
I'm talking about
didn't.
turn of the game. You getting murdered in Gucci.
Gucci, yeah.
I'm
Turn of the game.
I am doing great in
I'm
Gucci.
doing pretty well.
I'm taking that money home in Gucci.
Buck said
yeah.
you trash.
Yeah, and Gucci, I'm
But-
letting y'all. I'm giving y'all a chance.
Whatever.
I'm
You won the last 2 years, right?
I've been in
How
the
do
finals every year,
You're gonna be a fall from grace.
and I've
We
won
are
2
going
years in
to
a row
make You're not.
in Gucci.
You just can't put it together because that draft messed you
That
up.
draft was trash.
It messed you up. See,
Did.
should have commissioner. You
Trying
should have
to
let us
be
keep
nice.
keepers.
Trying to be nice.
So, as far as teams,
So who you
disappointments.
you want disappointments
in
first?
the NBA? I would say the Wizards.
Wizards are 2-8.
and the
Wizards are
Phoenix Suns.
Wizards are 2-8.
But I didn't expect the Phoenix Suns because everybody put a lot of hype on Ayton. I thought they would be where they were last year.
But see, the Phoenix
Minnesota.
Suns,
well, no,
they picked up a reason.
Houston.
I thought Phoenix. Yeah, Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Houston's 4-6.
Houston's the biggest disappointment.
Houston is the biggest disappointment. Then you got, who would I say, the Wizards. And then I would go with Minnesota because they should be better than the Lakers, man. But they don't have a better record than the Lakers.
So I would say we all knew Cavaliers was gonna be trash.
Cavaliers are
They going for that number one spot in that lottery.
Trying to go get Zion.
Trying to get that number one, that next LeBron.
No, they going JJ Barrett, man. JJ Barrett gonna be the number one pick.
I don't know. Zion's a beast, bro.
Yeah, he
RJ
he
Barrett?
is. Yeah, what did I say, JJ? Yeah, RJ Barrett.
What about the Lakers? Are the Lakers a disappointment to y'all, or if they falling right where y'all think they should be?
They right where I thought they was gonna be.
What are they record? What's their record?
5 and 6.
They're 5 and 6.
Yeah.
I mean, they won one game in a
All
row.
right. So who's your biggest surprise or your biggest
Denver Nuggets.
I'll go to
Yeah,
Nuggets.
because ain't they number 2?
Toronto.
Dude,
Toronto is my biggest. They only lost one game.
Toronto's. Ooh.
They've only lost one game.
Wow.
They're 11-1. And I didn't think Kawhi would mess with them cats. And I didn't think they would. They have a better record than they've had when they were winning the East the last 3 years.
It's true.
This is crazy how well they're playing. And they balling.
Well, see, you know what? I think Kawhi is the type of player that can fit in any system.
He can play with anybody.
He can play with anybody.
Right.
So they didn't really lose anything, and they really didn't gain anything.
DeMar?
They're still meshing. They're still as a team because they didn't lose anybody else but DeMar. But I mean, they got DeMar, but they got Kawhi. So it's not like, you know what I mean.
And
So it's not.
I haven't really
he was
paid attention to the Spurs. How is the Spurs playing
Oh.
with him?
They are 6-4.
They 6-4. They fifth in the West.
Hey,
They
did you
right where they
see-
should be.
Did did you see Popovich?
He missed the
whole
whole
starting five.
Starting five.
He do that all the time. That ain't
No.
The
game just had started. It was
He
like
was
4-15. He was like, "Hey, all y'all."
Yeah, he's done that before with Tim Duncan. There.
Yeah, he's done it before.
But man,
that ain't nothing new.
But yeah,
you should have seen their faces. They were just like, God.
I think
Popovich.
I'm
Denver Nuggets.
The Bucks as
9-2.
The Bucks as well. They're 8-2.
I think the Bucks. The Bucks. Yeah, they started.
I mean, I would put them. I would thought they'd be like 4th and 5th in the East.
They're gonna fall off.
You know, I don't know, man. Giannis, he just dunked on the whole Golden State team not too long ago.
Hold on, tell me something. Some of y'all seen Sabonis dunk on Embiid.
No, forget that. Did you see Donovan Mitchell dunk on whoever that was?
No,
he dunked on.
Y'all call that guy? What's his nickname? Y'all call him?
Who?
The dude you was just talking about.
Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, hashtag solid. What y'all call him?
Spider.
Yeah,
Spider.
Yeah,
could you look that up for us, Buck? Donovan Mitchell dunk. It happened yesterday.
He did, but one of the Doncic, the rookie from Dallas, he leaned back.
I don't care.
And the other, Donovan dunked on him and his teammate, but Doncic leaned back, and the other cat took it though.
I don't.
Bad for leaning back.
Tell me, y'all.
Look at this. Look at this. This is it yesterday. Here it is.
If you live in the Oklahoma City area and you are tired of settling.
37% shooting and 45 points.
And they're competing too. They're competing at both ends.
Donovan.
At both ends.
Donovan.
He's only 6'2", man.
He didn't work on anybody.
Yes, he did.
They were on the side. They were on the side of him. They were on the side. He split him.
Here comes your play of the day tomorrow.
Unbelievable. Dream about this shot. Look at the explosiveness with the left-handed right. And extends and puts it home.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
this
sir.
This would be a 9 in a dunk contest for him.
Well.
Much less in a game.
He got hit.
Look at the explosiveness of Mitchell on top of the rim in a hurry.
That was pretty good.
Sabonis.
And
S.O.B.
his award.
S.O.B.A.
It's S.A.B.
S.A.B.
Hey.
There it is.
Yeah.
No,
David Robinson.
No,
that's his daddy.
That's his daddy.
There it is right there.
Oh, there he is.
So he dunked on Joel.
You give him that for the
That's his first points of the night.
Look at this, man.
That's
how you dunk on somebody. That's how you dunk on somebody. That's how you dunk on somebody.
That's a body.
That's face.
He took a body right.
Hey, one more.
Nice screen and roll. Ridiculous bounce pass, and Embiid tries to recover.
Oh, he took a body.
Shoulder into it and drop it on his head. Sabonis got what he did with Embiid. He had Embiid.
Alonzo Trier?
Yeah, right there. On the Hawks, the first one.
Playoff defense.
Shot clock is off. Hardaway to Trier. Trier drives.
Trier. Hey, this is amazing.
Hey, shout out to he's from Oklahoma. He's from Oklahoma.
Talk about an
exclamation point.
From a rookie in his first game in Madison Square Garden.
Trier 6'5".
He got more dunks.
Yeah, he dunked on somebody else.
So rising, surprising them with the nasty stuff. Yeah.
15 points for the rookie.
Is that on Atlanta?
Yeah. With the nasty stuff.
Trey got crossed.
Yeah.
Trey Young got crossed. Y'all see that?
Hey, type in one more for me. Derrick Rose crossover Zoe.
I don't think it's a dunk.
No, it's not. It wasn't a dunk, but I think it.
D-E-R?
D-E-R.
Drake.
D-E-R-I-C-K, I think.
R-E-K.
Spelling bee was not.
R-E-K.
You were not the spelling bee champion.
Derrick Rose.
Crossover Lonzo.
You were not the spelling bee champion.
Type in Lonzo.
You didn't get out the first round. There it is. Just scroll down. Yeah, you could have just clicked on it because, man.
Just bad defense by Andrew Wiggins. You want to force to where you've got some support.
Sunday was just the second time he's been held under 20.
Oh, they ain't what I was talking about. But he was killing them cats all night, and then he Uncle Drew drops 39 tonight. Thank you. I'm killing y'all cats in the NBA.
No, you're cheating.
I'm not. How am I cheating?
Uncle Drew.
How am I cheating?
Cheating. That's all I'm saying.
How am I cheating?
Cause man, we had 2 leagues, and all of a sudden, the first league I had all these points. You make a new league, and I got the same players.
It's the same point.
And no, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't. You got rid of the league, and I can't prove it now, but it ain't the same.
It is the same.
It's not the same. I screenshotted this.
Yeah, well, it showed me.
It's too late now. The league is done. It's
No, it's
over.
not, 'cause I can always go and make changes because Team Tap is getting tapped right now.
Uh-oh. Tap.
Take that.
Yeah, he's getting tapped right now.
Tap.
You know what I'm saying? He had
How
James
do you
Harden.
like it?
Look, Irvin.
I didn't make changes all week.
Yeah. Well, it's only what's today? Thursday. Oh, yeah.
We're in a close one.
Yeah. Uncle Junior, we gotta get you in there, man, because you winning. You playing the rookies right now. You winning.
You been saying that.
Hey,
I wasn't here last week. We didn't record last week.
Hey, real quick, while y'all trying to skirt past the TOTG Fantasy Football League every week, y'all act like y'all don't recognize what's going on in that league.
What's that
We
about?
just had week 9, and
well, how about my Golden Barkley getting waxed right now?
well, that's right now.
Okay.
This past week,
Yeah, I got killed.
Team Thompson lost
Yeah, I got
137 to 220 to hop on my Golden Barkley.
I didn't have nobody.
Coach Junior 61, Team Jackson 170, and the standings are as followed.
6-3 still, but I'm still.
Golden Barkley 6-3, Team Thompson 6-3,
Yeah.
Team Jackson 4-5, Coach Junior 2-7.
And we tied on the tiebreaker because I beat you first and then you beat me second.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So don't
Okay,
act like you all high and mighty over there.
So
Negro.
we tied for first place then?
Yeah. Don't act like you all high and mighty over there. And I just picked up Daz too.
What that mean?
Nigga, it's about to be crap.
He went and got that Cowboy first team.
He's no longer a
They
Cowboy.
gonna trade that dude to
straight.
Arizona like they did Peterson.
Nah, they ain't gonna do it.
Nah, Dez is about to do some things.
First time Dez scream at Sean Payton,
He not
he
gonna
getting
scream
cut.
Sean Payton.
Nah, I think he's getting his whole little
Man.
woosah in. He's ready to.
A zebra don't change his stripes.
But since you want to talk about that, let's talk about the basketball where Team Thompson is 3-0. Then OKC Jackson's World is 2-1.
Right.
And Team Frogg Outliers are 2-1.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Team Tap is 1-2. And then
But see, here's the thing with basketball. Go ahead with
no, I
Coach
mean
Junior's
Team
team.
6, which is Uncle Junior's team, is 1-2. But we got to get him in there.
What I'm sick and tired of with this fantasy basketball is I look at my lineup and I got cats resting for no freaking reason in the beginning of the freaking season.
Hey, you got to talk to the GMs about that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's true. What
am I supposed to do with that?
I go through the same. You can't do that with that.
That's how I lost to you, Phil, by 5 freaking points.
Was it 5 points? I don't think it was 5 points.
It was
Was it?
5 points, man.
Let me see. Hold on. More like 8, man.
I'm just saying though, it wasn't. If I had 2 cats to play,
But hey, if anybody would have played Chris that week, they would have got smashed. He had 3,900.
I mean it. We was balling.
I was balling that week.
All right.
Oh, that's the son.
That is it.
That is it.
Hey, that's last call.
Last call for alcohol.
Wow.
Go ahead, Frog.
Good show, fellas. Good show.
Snuck that last call in
Mic check. This has been another episode of Turn the Game, the podcast. This show has been brought to you by Black & Studios, Ace Limited Luxury Footwear, Team Frog Clothing, Premier Travel and Leisure. Shut the hell up. To download this episode or any that you missed, log on to turnonthegame.com, Spotify, Podbeam app, iHeartRadio, Google Play, or Apple Podcasts. You can catch us at blackandstudios.com. Thank you for listening, downloading, liking, and following the show. Don't forget to get at us on your favorite platforms. Our official Twitter is at @turnonthegame. Follow us on Instagram at @turnonthegame. You can also email us at turnonthegame4@gmail.com.
That was like the club when the lights come on.
Did you say turnonthegame.com?
Yeah, I did.
You sure?
Yeah, I did. I said you can. If you missed any of this episode, log on to turnonthegame.com.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Turn on.
Mic check.
Mic check.